So yesterday we have discussed about paper 3 approach. Paper 3 approach you can replicate in the other papers also, paper 1 and paper 2. For paper 4, you have to be more focused on the case studies. Okay. And in ethics paper, like there are certain thinkers, fine. So they do mention about the thinkers, and it is better, like see, if you see in the ethics paper, there are three basically type of the thinker, or in fact, I'll say basically they are moral thinkers. Fine, moral thinkers. Fine. So these moral thinkers are basically coming from few dimensions. Like one is political dimension. Political dimension. Other dimension, apart from the political dimension, one more dimension is administrative dimension. And other is psychology dimension. Fine. So you have one aspect in your ethics. Have you seen the syllabus of the ethics? Have you gone through the syllabus of the ethics? Fine. PYQ, please do the PYQ analysis. Fine. So in this ethics paper, you will find thinkers from other field also. Like you will find certain political philosophers are being there, administrative thinker is being there, certain psychologists are being there. Okay. So I will suggest you do one thing, profiling. Do the profiling of those thinkers. Fine. Those thinkers which you are going to get in the PYQ especially. If they have mentioned about any thinker in the PYQ, then create a profiling of that thinker. Now, suppose they have, it means in ethics, there is a topic of intelligence. Is it there or not? Questions are coming on intelligence or not? Yes or no? Intelligence is a proper detailed section in psychology. Okay, it's a detailed section is in the psychology. And what you are studying in ethics as an intelligence, that is basically derived from psychology. Fine. So UPSC is going to pick certain psychologist from where? From intelligence chapter, and they will ask you the question. So basic thing is, like in all GS paper, only GS paper 4 is a paper where you will find thinkers. Fine, who have given their views and ideas. In other paper, you need not to mention those thinkers. Fine, you just directly write their views and ideas without mentioning them. It's not required. But in ethics paper, they are expecting you are going to mention those thinkers. Fine. So help of the technology and some smart work is required. So you know that there is a chapter on intelligence. Fine. And I told you that intelligence chapter is basically divided from which subject? Psychology. Fine. So you can use, if you do not have proper knowledge about psychology, then you can put this prompt in your artificial intelligence. Recommended is GPT. Fine. Put this prompt in the GPT and ask, I am looking forward for my ethics note and the topic is intelligence. Let me know about the prominent thinker of intelligence whose theory is well used in ethics. Fine. Listen again. What I said that. I said that I am looking forward for making my good notes, best notes in the ethics, and topic is intelligence. And for that purpose, I want to know the leading psychologists who have given their theory in the area of intelligence, which is well used in the ethics chapter of intelligence. Let me know the list of the thinkers only. Thinkers का list मांगो सिर्फ. डिटेल मत मांगो, because if you will ask too much query in one prompt, they have a limit. Especially in the free version, the response is going to be of limited word. So in order to give a response in that limited word of bigger query, it is going to decrease the quality of the question. So this is why make sure you do not ask too much question in the single chat. Means a single prompt should not have too much questions. Otherwise, it will degrade the quality and it will try to generalize the answer. So first ask, I only want list, nothing else. Maximum list and their key concept. Just provide me the list with their key concept. So it will generate a list for you. Fine. चलो स्क्रीन पे करके देख लेते हैं. कोडेक्स नहीं चाहिए भाई. Fine. Foundational thinker in AI ethics. Basically, it went for AI ethics. So AI ethics पे इसने list दे दिया and key contributor दे दिया. Fine. Now see, it has created a list. Fine. It has created a list of those thinkers. If you are preparing for the UPSC GS paper 4 ethics, the most useful thinker on the emotional intelligence whose idea can be cited in the ethics answer are. Fine. So they have given list of the scholars, their key ideas used in ethics. Fine. Now pick one by one and ask, I want more detailed idea. Give me more description about his idea and provide me at least 2 to 3 case studies or one case study in order to get this thing in the ethics. So I will take this name. Now, see, his introduction, his idea, social intelligence, fine, understanding others, relevance in the ethics and governance, case study, fine, district collector handling flood relief, fine. So it can give you the good context also. So remember that in the ethics chapter, each and every topic, use this meticulously. Use it meticulously. And I'll tell you one, not it should not be called as a hack, fine, but you can train your GPT for that purpose only. आप एक काम करो, आपका जो भी email ID है, whatever email ID you have, create one more email ID and in your email ID just add ethics. ठीक है? Just add ethics, create one more email ID and then again sign in the GPT with that mail ID. Do not use any other thing on that GPT. Only for what purpose? Ethics. So it is going to train with the memory. So GPT works or any artificial intelligence works on the memory. Two type of the thing. One, the inbuilt memory. Fine, what they do have and they are connected with the server. Second thing, user memory. So what user is going to feed, it is automatically going to align its knowledge according to that. So every time you are going to ask question on the ethics, it is going to enhance its knowledge and information and push it hard. Ki, I am not satisfied with this. Fine. I have not read it, but I will write. I am not satisfied with the quality. Here, I'll just want to warn you, when you are going to do this in actual GPT, provide him certain things. So I am just plainly writing ki I am not satisfied with the quality. But when you will write this thing, provide a reason. Ki, see, you wrote this example, but this example is very common example. This example is not something, a example which going to satisfy my intellectual need. Fine. So I'm not satisfied with the quality. Especially case studies. They are too generic. Fine. So I wrote this. See, you are right. Outrightly, it said that you are right. For high scoring ethics answer, generic administrative examples are not enough. The case studies should demonstrate his core concept of social intelligence, understanding of the people, reading social dynamics, and active wisely in the human relations under the complex ethical dilemma. Now, before proceeding here, I just want to tell you the difference between Claude and GPT. Claude will ask you, if you are not satisfied, why you are not satisfied, tell me the exact reason. तो वो आपसे exact reason पूछेगा. But problem with the Claude is it is going to exhaust in few replies. 4, 5, even 3 replies you have given, it is going to ask you to pay $23. Fine, $23. But I'll tell you that Claude is very powerful. Personal experience, I'm telling you, it is very powerful, and when you reach to certain level, then you can use the Claude. For beginner, it is better to go with whom? GPT. Fine. And if you are willing to pay $23 per month, then you can go for the Claude. But Claude is extremely powerful and need to be handled properly. For beginner, it is go with what? GPT. Fine. When you want to go for final assault on your notes, means you have read the notes, did the PYQs, writing the test, and you are having some confidence in your answers. Ki my answers are this. Then switch to what? Claude and see their answer. Tell him here, you are making mistakes. Improve it. तो वो प्रॉपर इंप्रूवमेंट करके आपको देगा एंड यू विल बी रियली हैप्पी विद दैट. बट अगेन आई एम warning you, use Claude only when you reach to a certain level. Otherwise, GPT is very good to go. Now see how it has changed the case studies. Sardar Patel and the integration of princely state. See the first example what he have given, a very generic example. So how this chat GPT or artificial intelligence are being trained, they will pick the easiest thing. Fine. See, if they will bring very complex example in the beginning, people will not able to understand and they will get frustrated. So the artificial intelligence are being trained to provide first generic answer. Then you have to push hard. No, I'm not satisfied. Provide me more relevant answer. Then it will realize that I am treating or I am interacting with an expert. So if I will do consistently this chat in one particular mail ID, it will understand that I am dealing with a person who want to expertise in what subject? Ethics. So the quality of the answer is going to improve. And this is specifically important for what purpose? Now, see what he is saying, that increase the memory for more relevant answer. Fine. So increase the memory for more relevant answer. Actually, in this chat, you can see that already a lot of chat is already being there. Fine. So what you need to do, what I told you, though it is not exactly related to mentorship, GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4, essay and optional, but it is a tool which is going to help you very much in your preparation. Fine. Use GPT. Use GPT. How to use GPT? First of all, delete all those chats. Fine. First, I will make one more email ID with my name and addition of what? Ethics. Fine. Addition of ethics. So I have created my mail ID. Then I will sign up in the Gmail with that email ID. Then I will sign up in the GPT with that email ID, and I will not use too much chats. Do not go for too many chats, otherwise the same message will be appear again. So use only one chat, and in that chat, once it is completed, delete it. Delete the chat. Fine. So GPT is already having that thing in the memory. So GPT is going to learn that you are looking for certain good things about what? Ethics. So now, if anything appear in the newspaper, provide the photo of that article and ask, can you create a case study on it? So my intention for you is you should use one dedicated email ID only for what purpose? Ethics purpose. Fine. Ethics purpose, and both things are required to be done. One, you should go for thinkers and theory and case studies. Fine. So organize your notes, thinkers, theory, and case studies. So all of your ethics notes should be categorized in what? Thinkers, theory, and case studies. In this way, you have to organize your notes as well as what? PYQs. PYQs also need to be categorized on what area UPSC is targeting the case studies. What prominent theories and thinkers are being mentioned in the question paper. Fine. So suppose one thinker is coming from intelligence. So if one thinker can be targeted by the UPSC in the intelligence, next time they may target other thinker from the chapter of intelligence. So in this way, try to make a short notes of your ethics note. So whatever the ethics notes are there, that need to be, target should be 50 page. 50 page short notes. Short notes of GS paper 4. GS paper 4, 50 page notes. 50 page notes means it is short notes. And this 50 page short notes shall be in the form of what it should be there? Infographics. infographic, and you can make your infographics on your own. Like I have made this circle, one box, then one more box, fine, one more box. So moving from here to here. So write your key points in this way rather than writing the entire 1, 2, 3, 4. Do not write in this way. Fine, where you are forming the entire sentence and you are explaining each and everything. That is not required. You have to use in this way. Flowcharts and infographic, use a flowchart way and infographic way in order to make your short notes for GS paper 4 specifically. Fine, GS paper 4 specifically. Why I'm emphasizing GS paper 4 specifically? Because it is the only paper with one subject with 250 marks. Other subjects, there are too much haphazardness there, full bus. Fine. Paper 1, lot of subjects are there. Paper 2, lot of subjects are there. Paper 3, lot of subjects are there. Only ethics paper is there, consolidate, 250 marks. And over the year, UPSC is too generic to give marks in GS paper 4. The best marks in all the GS paper is given in which paper? Ethics. Okay. Only fear I do have in my mind since when UPSC is going to bring the sword, because already there's sword in paper 1, paper 2 and paper 3 is there, and paper 3 they have 2 swords. Paper 1 and paper 2 they have only 1 sword. For paper 3 they have 2 swords. ठीक है, मतलब हिंदी में बोलते you are going to hell, fine. One is what? You are going to स्वर्ग and you are going to नर्क. फाइन. सो नर्क में भी नहीं जा रहे आप, नर्क में अलग से आपके लिए तेल गरम किया गया है. ठीक है. सो especially that is GS paper 3, means GS paper 3 itself is difficult, then again they are going to be very harsh while giving the marking in the GS paper 3, whereas GS paper 2 they are very generic. Fine. So usually people are getting 100 marks. So do not be in the fool's perception ki I'm getting 100 marks and in paper 3 I got 70 marks or 80 marks and in paper 4 I got 100 marks, so my marks are good. 100 marks is average marks at where? Ethics. In ethics paper you can score 130 to 140. There is a scope. In GS 3 scope is 110, maximum to maximum 125. I will not say 130, though I want to say 130, but I will not say because I know that it's extremely difficult. So 120, 125 is maximum. मतलब जान निकाल ली आपकी पूरी. Fine. You have to give your life, blood. Only then they will give you how much? 130. But in ethics, fine, there is a possibility to fetch 130 to 140 range. Possible है. आपको organize करना पड़ेगा. First, as I said that for the paper 3, paper 1, paper 2, all papers, what? PYQ analysis. ठीक है, मतलब you should train yourself in PYQ in such a way. Fine. In such a way, somebody is going to read the question and you can say that 2014. Somebody read the question 2023. 10 marker. And he's going to do Bhagwan. Okay. So that is exaggeration. This is just an exaggeration. But you should have a very strong command over what? Very strong command over PYQ. Memorize कर लो. Memorize कर लो. जितना ज़्यादा read कर सकते हो, as much as time you can read the PYQ, do the analysis of the PYQ, do it. It is automatically going to increase your focus and understanding. In different way, do the PYQ analysis. Fine. पनीर हो गया है, ठीक है, पालक पनीर बना दिया, कभी ये बना दिया, कभी वो बना दिया, चिकन है, ठीक है, डिफरेंट तरीके से बन रहा है. फाइन. तो सेम थिंग व्हाट? PYQ. PYQ trend analysis, PYQ theme analysis, PYQ topic analysis, PYQ subtopic analysis. So at least 7-8 types of PYQ analysis you should do. Target it. I will do the PYQ analysis in 6-7 ways. So once you are going to have a 6-7 different ways of the PYQ analysis, you are going to be perfectly aligned with the subject as well as in the newspaper. मैं आपको बहुत convincingly way बोल रहा हूँ. I am telling you this thing very convincingly. If you have a very strong command over the PYQ analysis, newspaper is going to be over in 1 hour 45 minutes maximum. because you are not going to waste your time in the nonsense articles, nonsense information. You are going to be extremely focused. In 5 to 7 minutes, you can identify which article need to be read and which article should be rejected. So on an average, a newspaper is having somewhere around 50 to 60 articles in any newspaper. But within 7 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, you can identify these are the 13 to 15 articles which I need to read, and rest of them I have to discard. Fine. So this is why I'm again emphasizing PYQ analysis 6-7 types. Fine. Do the PYQ analysis and then make your notes in the flow chart and infographic manner. Flow charts and infographic in this way. Do not write too much. Every paper, for example, GS paper 3. So for GS paper 3, I told you try to crisp your notes in 50 to maximum 60 pages. For which chapter? Which paper? Ethics. For governance, always integrate your ethics with governance. Whenever you are reading governance, it should be always followed by what or followed with who? If you are reading ethics, then you should follow the governance. If you are following the governance, after the governance, read what? Ethics. Now, sir, abhi ethics to class mein hua hi nahi, governance ho gaya hai. Suppose some student said that, sir, ethics is being not done at yet, but governance is being done. Some students are saying that, sir, governance is done, ethics is not done. Some are saying that ethics is done, governance is not done. तो भाई कोई बात नहीं, होगा. Not today, but tomorrow it is going to be done. Now, why you are doing this? Fine. Try करने का जरूरत नहीं है. No need to make a noise. Wait for it. The moment they are going to announce that we are going to have what? We are going to have ethics. Fine. Whenever, just give me a second. See, for ethics, 50 pages. And as I said that ethics should be followed by governance. And if governance is being done first, then it followed by ethics. Fine. So you have to combine it. Maybe your schedule of the class or the test is going to be not aligned in this way, but these are the two subjects which need to be what? Which need to be aligned together, ethics and governance. And remember that when you are going to make a notes on governance, your target is to concise your notes in maximum 15 to 20 pages. Do not go beyond it. Try to concise your notes in 15 to 20 pages. When I am saying this, I am telling you about the short notes. So all of your short notes on the ethics, somewhere around 50 to 60 pages, and governance, 15 to 20 pages. Means the target is not more than 75 pages. Fine. And when I say page, it means 1, 2. Fine. This is not one page. Page number 1, page number 2. So in this way, you have to go for how many pages? Maximum 75 pages. If you are shooting up, fine. Suppose you are making your notes, short notes, and your short notes shoot up to 150 pages. Suppose, fine, it is going to happen. When you will try to do this, then usually it happens, you will cross the line. Then again do the refinement. Read it that 150 page notes again and try to concise it what? Concise in the 50 to 70 to 75 pages of total this area. Which area? Ethics and governance. Fine. Then this ethics and governance can attach with what? Polity. Fine. Polity. Again, for the polity, target is maximum 45 to 50 pages. Polity short notes should not shoot up beyond 45 to 50 pages. It should be concise in 45 to 50 pages, not beyond that. Fine. And this is for mains. Fine. This is for mains. For prelims, what you need to do? If you are having your own notes, fine, then follow that notes. In polity, many of the students, they will prefer to consider their Lakshmikant book as their notes. Fine. and their reference material also. So in the Lakshmikant book, what you need to do, you have to use the color coding. PYQ analysis is being done. After the PYQ analysis, 3 color coding is required. One, the high intensity, most frequent topics. High intensity and most frequent topics asked by the UPSC in the prelims exam. Similarly, high intensity topics and high frequency topic. When I say high intensity and high frequency means questions are repeatedly asked. High intensity means question is repeatedly asked, and demanding question means you have to put more effort in order to write an answer. So for example, question is on union executive and question is on fundamental rights. So both questions are high frequency questions. Union executive comprise of president, vice president, council of minister. Fine. Whereas fundamental rights, there are multiple articles on fundamental right. Fine. So fundamental rights is not just only high frequency. Fundamental right question are high intensity question, demanding question where you have to put more effort to concise your answer, to present your answer. Like all those aspects. Fine. Like constitutional morality. Fine. So constitutional morality, all those transformative constitution, all these jargons, word, they are aligned with what chapter? Fundamental rights. Fine. Union executive is not such a high intensity questions. Federalism, high intensity, high frequency. Federalism, high intensity, high frequency. Why? Because question will be there and question is little bit difficult to answer in comparison to question on governor. Fine. Question on governor. So there are certain topics which are called as a high intensity topic, and there are high frequency topic. High intensity topic and high frequency topic are the most dangerous one. They are repeatedly asked and you have to put an extra effort in order to answer that questions. So while making my PYQ analysis, I did my PYQ analysis and now I have to make my short notes. Fine. So in the short notes for mains examination, what I will do, high frequency, fine, high intensity, fine, high intensity, high frequency topic, I will mark it up. These are the high frequency and high intensity topics which are being consistently targeted by the UPSC over the period of time. Fine, over the period of time. So this is going to give you one aspect. Now, after this, there are certain topics who are of high intensity only. High intensity only means they are questions where you have to put more effort in order to write, but they are not frequently asked. Fine, they're not frequently asked. Then high frequency topics only. These are the questions which are usually asked regularly, but you need not to go to that effort which you need for which topic? High intensity topic. So you have to grade your questions or topics in this 3 way: high intensity, high frequency topic, then high intensity topic, and high frequency topic. Fine. 3 topic of the gradation you should do. Fine. So this is for mains. For prelims, you have to follow the different approach. For prelims, making short notes, it's not going to work in this way. For prelims, short notes making never works in this way. For prelims, short notes making work in that little bit different way. Fine. Like, see how it is going to work. For mains, I hope you have understood. For mains, what I need to do, I will go for rigorous going forward for the PYQ. Then I have make the list of the topics. Then I am going to make the short notes on the basis of the idea, flow charting, infographicing. Fine. So this is how I am going to deal my mains notes. Fine. And remember that there is always a scope to make it better. Fine. There is always a scope is to make it better. Your short notes. And every time you are going to attempt mains question paper, you will write answers, you will get a feedback, you will realize that ki there is a need to update the notes. तो वो स्कोप हमेशा रहेगा. So do not have a sense of feeling कि my job is done. I have made my short notes of 75 pages of ethics and governance. My job is done. Your job just started. You have your notes, but that notes need to be updated on regular basis. Fine, in order to make it more relevant for the upcoming exams. Why? Because what you have just made, that is based on what they have already asked. Every year UPSC brings some new surprise package. Fine. So you should keep in this thing in the mind कि next year question might be something new, something different. So I have to make myself ready for mindset rakho. What mindset you should have? Mindset you should have कि something surprising, something exceptional, something out of the box will definitely in the paper. If you are already anticipating this thing in the question paper, you will not face too much difficulty. Those people who are not anticipating, why there is a high frequency, or if I'll say why there are the more chances of the candidate who is appearing second time to get clear the exam. Highest frequency of selection is those who are appearing the second time. And in that, especially those who appeared in the prelims and mains both in the first attempt. So those who attempted the prelims, clear the prelims, and those who wrote the mains but unfortunately not able to clear the mains, second year, second attempt, very good chance they are going to clear the exam. If they have worked properly, fine, they are definitely going to clear. And overall, the second attempt is in general the high chances of being getting selected. Reason? Now you anticipating कि UPSC can go in this way, UPSC can go in this way, UPSC can go this way. Later on, you realize UPSC can go anyway. So second attempt is going to make you understand कि UPSC can go any way. And this is what you have realized after attempting the question paper. So this is what I'm saying, that ki those even who are the first attempter, they are going to attempt first time, they have to keep in the mind ki UPSC is going to provide you certain surprise element. Okay, so they are not going to ask everything which is asked in the PYQ only. Fine, theme may be same, but the questions presentation is going to be completely different. So anticipate the unseen. So UPSC question paper is, if you are anticipated, if you have anticipated that something new, something exceptional, something out of the box will be there in the paper, and I have to handle it rather than I am going to be sensitized with it, you will be remain calm and cool and you will be able to handle the paper. But if you will get sensitized, polity pe to question hi nahi pucha. They have not asked question on the polity. They have not asked the question, very less question from the polity, very less question from the modern India. I have prepared very well the modern India. Fine. So if you are going to do such things in the examination hall, you will doomed. आपका नहीं होगा. So this is what keep in the mind. Keep PYQ analysis is good to prepare, but still there is a scope for the UPSC to present a surprise element. And this surprise element is more in the prelims exam, less in the mains examination. Mains examination is almost predictable. कि question from this area will come. Prelims question paper is highly unpredictable. Reason? Prelims paper syllabus is only indicative in the nature. Just see the UPSC notification and see the syllabus of the prelims exam and see the syllabus of mains examination. In 2 paragraphs, they have finished the syllabus of prelims examination. And for mains examination, they have went for 2 pages properly. This is the syllabus. So syllabus is more defined. So there is less chance of discrepancy. Fine. If you will see in the mains GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 papers are there. Total number of questions. Paper 1, how many questions? 20. Paper 2, 20. Paper 3, 20. Paper 4, 12. Total number of questions, 74. Prelims, how many questions? 100 questions. So 100 questions are there. Here 74 questions are there. But these 74 questions are more predictable, whereas 100 questions are there more unpredictability. Why? Because the nature of the syllabus. Syllabus is well defined for the mains. Syllabus is only indicative for what? Prelims examination. So prelims means something new, something exceptional, something out of the box will be there. You should not be in this mode when you see something exceptional in the UPSC paper. You should have a smile on your face. Well played. Fine. Well played. Fine. So there is have a sportsman spirit. So I admire you. You like, for example, this boy, Weber Shuransi. Fine. The way fiery batting he was doing against Sunrisers. Fine. The way he was batting. Fine. 97 he reached and he got out. Only the bowler was celebrating his dismissal, but rest of the team is praising him. Ki well played. So I like how you are going to test me. I am ready for your test. And I'll appreciate if something exceptional, something extraordinary, you are going to bring it for me. It shows I am stable, I am calm, I am cool, and I am focused on the solving the problem rather than grievances. Fine. So in the examination hall, that 2 hours of the examination hall are very important. Why? Because if you're not anticipating UPSC's way, you will get demoralized. अब क्या होगा? मॉडर्न डे पे तो क्वेश्चन ही नहीं आया. अब क्या होगा? पॉलिटी पे तो क्वेश्चन ही नहीं आया. They have not asked the question on polity. They have not asked the question on the modern India. ठीक है? If you are going to be in this mode, you are going to lose the paper. Fine. Be like a machine. Fine. Like remote गायब कर दिया इसने. There is a green button in this remote, and this green button is going to do what? Either on or off. You cannot do any other thing with this green button in this remote, either on or off. So this is only 2 encoding in this remote. Same mindset I am going to have in the UPSC question paper. I will read the question. Doesn't matter ethics पे है, internal security पे, कुछ भी पूछा हो. I don't care. Because throughout the year I have given enough amount of time to every area, so I don't care. I am not going to put myself at risk. Why I will put myself on the risk? Why I will over rely on the one particular subject? I will treat every subject equally. Why? Reason is UPSC have not told you that they will ask this number of the question from this area, this number of the question from this area, this number of the question on this area. So if UPSC have not clarified, so they have full right. Even they can ask entire 100 question from one topic. You can't do anything. If they wish, they can ask only one type of the question. Can you challenge them? No. Why? Because there is nowhere written ki question will be from this area, this number of question, this area from this number. Then why you are anticipating? If you have did your observation in the PYQ, these areas are high frequency area. So for that, I will prepare extra. But it doesn't mean that for the rest of the area, I will ignore. Science and technology, they are asking 6-7 questions, 7-8 questions. In polity, usually they are asking 18 to 24 question. Fine, 18 to 24 question. So if you are giving less attention to science and technology, more attention to polity, then it is a wrong approach. You have to give a proper time to science and technology. You have to give a proper time to what? Polity. Because there is a possibility they may ask less question from polity and more question from what? Science and technology. Polity is wide. Fine. So I may take more time to cover what? Polity. So one is the time factor. Other is the attention factor. Problem with the students are what? What they do, they consider time factor along with what? Attention factor equally. So I am going to give more time and more attention to what? Polity. And I am going to give less attention and less time to what? Science and technology. Here, it is a wrong approach. Science and technology, polity need to get proper attention. Fine. You should not have a casual approach with respect to science and technology. It is a serious area and it need to be covered thoroughly and properly. Polity may take more time because there are multiple topics in the polity. But I will consider both are equal in terms of my attention. So I will not compromise science and technology for what? Polity. So I will make my schedule in such a way where I am not going to be in a position to compromise one subject over other subject. So please understand this difference. One is a time factor where subject want more time. Why? Because too many topics are there. Science and technology or any other small area, maybe like environment, geography. So every area is important and every area should have its own dedicated time, and that time should not be eaten by other subject. This is my crux. So if you have science and technology, economics, history further divided into modern history, medieval history, ancient history, art and culture. So every section should be allocated with the proper time. And that time should not be compromised because you feel that this area is more important. Don't do this. Otherwise, you will lose the prelims exam. Next time, they may ignore some area and they may go for other area. Sometimes they will go for more questions on the modern India. Sometimes they will go for the more questions on art and culture. Sometimes they will go for more questions on the ancient. Sometimes they will go for more questions on the medieval. अब देखो क्या हुआ? Medieval 1 question or 2 question. Next year, if they will ask 6 questions on the medieval or 7 questions on the medieval, what people will start crying? Too many questions, too many questions, too many questions from the medieval. But in the past, UPSC consistently asking 5 to 7 questions on the medieval history. In the recent 3-4 years, they are asking one or two questions. So people created this perception only 2 questions or very less questions are being asked from what? Medieval. So you have not given the due attention to what? Medieval history. Fine. But medieval history, 5 to 7 questions are always a possibility. Fine. Science and technology, minimum question 5, maximum question 18. Polity, minimum question 10 और चलो 8 ले लेते हैं. Minimum question 8, maximum question 24. Economics, minimum question 6, maximum question 22. Fine. S&T, minimum question 5, maximum question 18. Fine. So this is another way of doing the trend analysis. In which year, from which area they have asked least question, and in which year they have asked maximum question from that area. So once you will create this map, so you come to know that this area is going to have minimum this number of question, maximum this number of question. So usually the book which are available in the market, they provide you subject-wise analysis. They provide subject-wise analysis. So do one thing. Just have a calculation on an average from 2013. एक बार का मेहनत है. One time effort is required. 2013 to 2025. Fine. 2013 to 2025. See that how many questions are being asked in the polity year-wise. How many questions are being asked in the geography year-wise? How many questions are being asked in the history year-wise? One analysis, you will get to know that history is going to swing from this to this region. Fine. Modern India swing from this region to this region. Polity is swinging from this region to this region. Then economy is swinging from this portion to this portion. So minimum and maximum. So you come to know that minimum to maximum. So अब आपको clarity है. You got the clarity. If you have this clarity in your mind and you are going to appear in 27, Fine. 27. Fine. This year they have asked how many questions? 18 questions on the science and technology. Fine. And you know this, they may go for also what? 5. Next year, if they have asked only 5 questions, and you already know that UPSC can do this, are you going to be worried? Are you going to be worried? No. This is the power of proper BYQ analysis. ठीक है, तो आप जनरेट करो, do this map. Fine. Year wise 2013 to 2025. Fine. 2026, we have 2026 also. In which area maximum question, in which area minimum question. Fine. Year wise. Okay, year wise maximum, year wise minimum. So once you will get, you know that ki, acha, this might be going in this direction, this might be going in this direction. So the surprise element by UPSC is not going to work. Fine, it is not going to work. Like, see, polity, here I said economy, science and technology, then take geography. Geography, suppose that 8 to 30. Fine. Environment and ecology. Environment and ecology 6 to 30. Fine. Environment ecology 6 to 30. Modern India. Modern India 8 to 18. Medieval India, suppose that 4 to 10. Similarly, you went for what? Medieval India, modern India, art and culture. Art and culture, you found that 5 to 15. Then ancient India, here again you found that 2 to 10. Fine. 2 to 10. Current affairs 5 to 30. Now you know that this is how UPSC is going to change the paper. Sometimes this portion, sometimes this portion, sometimes this portion, sometimes this portion. So the surprise element which is being bring by the UPSC everywhere, you are not going to be sensitized with the surprise. You know that they are going to do something like this. Definitely they are going to bring anyone factor. Means anyone is going to be higher, anyone is going to be lower. So next year UPSC is going to prepare a paper for what? 27. They are looking their chart like this. यार क्या किया जाए? एक काम करते हैं, इधर से ये वाला उठाते हैं, इधर से ये वाला उठाते हैं. They have to fix how many questions? 100 questions. So they will, in order to surprise you, some area highest number, some area less number, and then average from other areas. This is what UPSC do every year. For what exam? Prelims exam. ठीक है? And public is doing this. कि इससे ज्यादा पूछ लिया, इससे कम पूछ लिया तो तुम गधे हो. ठीक है? और जितनी जनता रो रही, चिल्ला रही है कि बहुत कम मार्क्स है, मैं आपको बता देता हूं, those people who are having an ability, they are scoring very well. And though, because everyone is saying that cutoff is going to low, cutoff is going to low, so I am also saying cutoff is going to low. But I have this gut feeling cutoff is not going to too low. Cutoff is going to be there only. Only 4-5 marks here and there. Fine. Not below that. Not below that. That is my gut feeling. Why? Because when I interacted with the good students, they are saying that, ki, sir, paper was little bit awkward, but still there is a good scope for scoring 90 plus. 90 plus scoring का पेपर था, आप 90 plus score कर सकते हो. ठीक है? So from my sample, fine, I interacted with somewhere around 70 students. Okay, after the prelims, I interacted somewhere around 70 to 80 students. सबको मैसेज ड्रॉप किया, पूछा कैसा गया, क्या गया. ठीक है? With whom I am confirmed कि they are going to write the prelims this year. And out of those 70-75 students, somewhere around 13 to 14 students, they are confirming me that they are crossing 90 easily. At that moment, UPSC key was not released. Fine. And they are comfortably saying that, sir, I am taking minimum. All those answer key released by the various coaching institute, I am taking the minimum score. It is 90 plus. Fine. So out of 70, 12 students are confirming how much? 90 plus score. Fine. My sample size is 70. If I will scale up my sample size to 700, then how many? How many? 120. If I will further scale up 700 to 7,000, then 1200. If I will make it how much? 70,000. Prelims cutoff is over. Prelims cutoff is over because they are going to take 11,000 students. Fine. So with that, I have a feeling that somewhere cutoff is going to be not below too much. People are expecting 80, but I am expecting somewhere around 85 to 90. मेरा अपना perception है, might be I'm going to be completely wrong. That is quite possible. That is quite possible. But if I am going to write, so I am not going to do this. ये देखो मैंने कहा था. This is just a calculation. But every year UPSC bring a scope to score 90 plus. UPSC ensures that good students should able to score 90 plus, so that we can take 90 plus one and remove the rest one. I'm talking about the general category cutoff. Okay? तो ये सब nonsense होता है, ठीक है? कि awkward paper था, nonsense paper था, very difficult question paper था. So what? तो आपको इजी पेपर दे देगा, हलवा समझ रखा है यूपीएससी को. सो यू शुड एंटिसिपेट कि क्वेश्चन पेपर विल बी डिफिकल्ट, क्वेश्चन पेपर विल बी ऑकवर्ड, क्वेश्चन पेपर विल बी समथिंग एक्सेप्शनल, क्वेश्चन पेपर विल बी लेंथी. डोंट कंप्लेन कि क्वेश्चन पेपर लेंथी था. व्हाई यू आर कंप्लेनिंग क्वेश्चन पेपर लेंथी था? क्वेश्चन पेपर कैन बी लेंथी. हैव यूपीएससी टोल्ड यू कि क्वेश्चन पेपर विल बी नॉट लेंथी? देन एंटिसिपेट इट. सो सी, इट इज अ ऑल गेम ऑफ एंटिसिपेशन. In that 2 hours, if you have a proper anticipation, you are going to handle it very well. Okay? If you are not having anticipation, you are not able to handle very well. This is about that 2 hours. Now see how to make notes for the prelims exam. Okay? How to make notes for the prelims exam. So the notes making process for the prelims exam starts with what I have told you yesterday. NCERT, 2 weeks, fine, followed by your class notes or reference book. Fine. Rather than reference book, I will mention reading book. Reading book. Fine. Reading book means Lakshmikant. Fine. Reference book means DD Basu. Fine. DD Basu, or you can go for PM Bakshi Bear Act. That is a reference book. You can pick only for certain topics. That is a reference book. The book which you are going to read thoroughly from chapter 1 to chapter first page to last page, that is a reading book. And the book which you are going to refer for something only, that is called your reference book. So NCERT 2 weeks, then spend a good time to prepare your, follow your class notes, read and revise, and then what you have to go for, followed by PYQ solving. PYQ solving. Here with the NCERT, you are going to do what? PYQ analysis. So PYQ analysis you have done with the NCERT. You went for your class notes and reading book, and then you started solving what? PYQ. And when you will solve the PYQ, then you will find that your notes and NCERT is not getting sufficient. And maybe you have to refer some other book or material, and that is called your reference book, reference material. Fine. Reference book or reference material. This is what you have did till then now. Fine. Here I have discussed about any short notes till then now. I have not discussed about any short notes till then now. You have to do this process. Once you will did this process, now the target is to go for at least 1500 questions. 1000 to 1200 questions, sorry. 1000 to 1200 questions of each topic. If it is a polity, bigger subject, you can increase the length to 1400 to 1500 questions. If it is small topic, still target should be how much? 1000 questions. So for every area, I should go for how much questions? 1000 questions minimum. Polity 1000 questions. Environment ecology 1200 to 1500 questions. Sir, question कहां से मिलेंगे? How I am going to get the question? Telegram जिंदाबाद. ठीक है? तो गदर मूवी आई थी, ठीक है? So there was a character Sunny Deol and he was saying that Hindustan Zindabad. These students are saying that Telegram Zindabad. Fine. Telegram Zindabad means what? See, either you can go to the bookstore and purchase a good institution's test series. No need to join. Join where you are going to get after test discussion in with the teacher or mentor. So you have to be here. After prelims, we can sit, we can discuss. And whosoever rest of the good institutions available in the market. Fine. Ashok Nagar में कोई नहीं है. ठीक है? Some Delhi-based institute, their test series are good. No need to spend huge money on their test series. Fine. In the name of brand. Just take the good help of whom? Telegram and ask the Telegram कि भाई मेरे को क्वेश्चन पेपर चाहिए. तो कोई ना कोई आपको क्वेश्चन पेपर दे देगा वहां पर. ठीक है? There are many people who are always Robin Hood. Fine. So in internet there are two type of the people who are charging for everything and who are always trying to provide everything free. So two extremes on the internet. One is pay for everything. And others, Robin Hood, they are going to make those paid thing free for everyone. And that is why Telegram is very good. Fine. So take the help of Telegram, go for certain brands, test series, download it, question paper, and here you will get good number of the questions. Any two you can pick. I need not to say which one. Fine. Top 2-3 institute based in Delhi, pick their test series in the Telegram, download it for solving purpose. We are here to help you. Fine. So in the test, we are going to provide everything for practice purpose, download. So aim is what? Aim is to solve minimum how much? 1000 questions for every section. Now go back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fine. 9, 10. Here I will do what? Ancient and art and culture, I will club in 1. So total how much? 9 section. Total how many questions? 9000 question. यहां पे लिख लो. ठीक है? गजनी की तरह. फाइन. पूरी बॉडी पे लिखना होना चाहिए. पॉलिटी के 9000 क्वेश्चंस, इकोनॉमी के 10 क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है? 9000 क्वेश्चंस फॉर व्हाट? प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम. Fine. 9000 questions is the target for the prelims exam. 9000 question when you will solve. Fine. So question solving of, suppose I have started solving what? I have started solving polity. I started solving polity. Target is 1000 to 1200 questions, including PYQs. Including PYQs. अच्छा, एक होता है ना, एक प्रैक्टिस होता है, मतलब जब बैट्समैन आता है बैटिंग करने के लिए तो थोड़ा वार्म अप करता है ना वो ऐसे ऐसे करके. ठीक है? यूं करेगा, वार्म अप करेगा. तो एग्जाम में भी क्या करना पड़ता है? वार्म अप करना पड़ता है. ठीक है? अब वार्म अप वहां पे एग्जाम में कैसे करोगे? एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में ऐसे वार्म अप थोड़ी ना करोगे. एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में यानी कि पॉलिटी के क्वेश्चंस का वार्म अप कैसे करना है? हाउ टू द वार्म अप फॉर द पॉलिटी क्वेश्चंस, ज्योग्राफी क्वेश्चंस एंड अदर क्वेश्चंस. हियर वन थिंग इज गोइंग टू वेरी हैंडी. CDS, CAPF, even NDA. These questions are prepared by UPSC. ठीक है? UPSC is like नवाब साहब. नवाब ऑफ वेयर? लखनऊ के नवाब. हैदराबाद वाले नवाब नहीं. ठीक है? यहां तो निजाम है. लखनऊ के नवाब. Very famous story about the Nawab. Fine. The last Nawab of that clan, what happened? British have attacked their Imambara. Fine. आप कभी अगर लखनऊ जाओगे, if you will go to the Lucknow and you will visit the Imambara, that guide is going to let you know about this story which I am going to let you know. So what happened? They have attacked. Multiple attempts failed. Finally they cracked and they entered in the Imambara and they started killing one by one. And when they reached to the main area, Nawab was sitting. वो बैठा हुआ था. He was sitting like this, and everyone was surprised. Everyone ran away. Why he is sitting? Why he is sitting? And you know why he is sitting? They asked, why you are sitting? Why you have not run away for your life? He said, Janab, हमें जूता कौन पहनाएगा? So he was not having anyone who is going to put the shoes in his feet, and that is why he not moved. इसको बोलते हैं नवाबी. Fine, life पे बनी हुई है, ठीक है? But I will not run until unless someone is going to give me shoes in my feet. And you know that. Still he was not moving. He was sitting. British put the gun on his head. He said, I will not move, you can shoot me. I will move only when somebody is going to put the shoes in my feet. So that British officer asked one soldier, अरे इसको पहनाओ जूता, ठीक है? And then he gifted कि ये लो, enjoy. So this is called what? Nawabi. Fine. So UPSC is also like a Nawab. Why I am using this word Nawab? Understand the context. UPSC is never going to compromise with their quality of the question. Whether it is NDA paper, CDS paper, or CAPF paper, the quality standard of their question is much better and higher than any other exam conducted by any institution in India. आप स्टेट सर्विसेज का एग्जाम का क्वेश्चन ले लो, स्टेट सर्विसेज क्वेश्चन पेपर एंड सीडीएस का क्वेश्चन पेपर. You yourself is going to find out the quality of the UPSC CDS paper is much better than quality of state services group A officer. Quality of the question. So this is why for warm up, like when you are doing this process, when you're doing the NCRT, when you're doing your class notes, you can use what? You can use CDS, NDA, plus CAPF. For what purpose? Warm up purpose. ठीक है? Warm up हो गया यहां से. Then you can go for what? PYQ solving. Then pick what? That 1000 questions from different coaching institute. See, we are also going to provide a good number of questions on every topic, somewhere around 200 to 250 questions minimum. Every topic 250 questions you are going to get from us. Fine. Means you need 750 more questions. So 750 more questions means just download the 2 institutions test series. 2-3 institutions are there which are very prominent there. Download and you will find very easily who are they, because they are most frequent on the Telegram. Fine. Chajjumal ka nahi milega aapko. Fine. Some prominent institutions test series are always provided by many of the group and all in the Telegram. Koi bhi do download kar lo. Any 2. Fine. No cherry picking ki only this one, only that one. There are 4-5 top institute, and out of that 4-5 top institute, you can pick 1 or 2 maximum, not more than that. So it will be good for your final practice purpose. Now, while doing this practice, what is going to happen? 3 possibilities. You saw the question, you solve the question. Yes. Fine. Yes. This is going to happen. You saw the question, you are able to solve the question, you are very happy. Second possibility, you attempted the question, you try to solve the question, and you make it incorrect. Flag it. Flag this area. Fine. Flag this area. Check the area, flag the area, cross the area. Check the area means the question which you have attempted and it got correct. Theme. For example, Article 14 was a question and you are able to solve. Check. Means Article 14 you are comfortable. They ask a question on Article 21, you attempted and you make it wrong. Flagged area. Fine. Then they ask the question on Finance Commission and you was not even able to attempt it. Cross the area. Means this area need to be done again in order to attempt it. Question which you have attempted and it went wrong. This is the area where you have to focus more. Why? Because it is going to make you get negative. See, if you are going to get 0, it's not a problem. Problem is when you are going to get what? Negative. So this area which is flagged area, that flagged area should be focused. So when I say short notes, for what? Prelims. So short note for prelims means what? Short notes for prelims means checked area, flagged area, then cross area. This is notes only, where you have mentioned those topics. Fine. This topic I'm comfortable. This topic I'm not comfortable. This topic I'm not able to attempt. Fine. This list need to be maintained while solving the question. देखो जो मैं process बता रहा हूँ, the process which I'm telling you, it's a lengthy and it's a time taking process. But any lengthy and time taking process always provide a rich dividend. Okay, so you should not be worried too much about the time factor. Do it gradually and consistently. Fine. And then you will realize you are going to get a rich dividend at the end. When you are in the final lot, that is March, April, and May. So by the March, this work should be done. By March, this work should be done. Means now see how the flow will be there. We are in the month of June. Fine. We are in the month of June. So June to December. You have to do that work. Which work? NCERT. Fine. Plus class notes. Plus reference book. When I say class notes, I want to say the class notes or reading book. Class note or reading book. Fine. Plus reference book. Reference book. Fine. Reference book. And while doing this work, there is an addition of current affairs hook. Whatever the current affairs is being there, add it. Keep adding. Keep adding the current affairs. Keep adding the current affairs. Keep adding the current affairs. And this addition of the current affairs addition will go beyond December. It will go till what? Till March. Current affairs hook is going to be consistently added till then March. Fine. So this work from June to December. Fine. Now from Jan onwards, Jan to March. Jan to March, your goal for 1,000 questions per topic. 1,000 questions per topic is going to start with current affairs hook. So by March 31st, your 1,000 questions and rest of the work is completed. Now April and May is for the revision. The revision should be mainly focused on which topic? Flagged topics, crossed topics, comfortable topics. Just be little bit lenient. You can look over very fast, but those areas which are flagged areas, those areas which are crossed areas, that need to be properly focused in the month of April. In the month of April. So month of April for what purpose? Flagged and cross area. Now in the month of May, you have approximate 20 days because prelims is on 23rd of May. 20 days you have. In that 20 days, only and only and only and only and only FLT solving. Any revision, any reference should be only based on what? Solve as many as full length test. Ideally, on every second day, you have to solve FLTs. On after every 2 days. That means I have a target of how much? I have a target of 10 full length tests in the month of April. Okay? Sorry, May. In the month of May. If you are even able to do what I just told you, if you are able to do even 75%, fine. मैं आपको बहुत realistic figure बोल रहा हूँ. I am telling you just a very realistic figure. If you are able to do even 75% what I told you, fine, you will easily cross 100 in the prelims. आराम से 100 cross होगा easily. Fine. And see, maybe prelims is a qualifying exam, but when you cross 100 and people are struggling for 80, fine, you cross the 100, people are struggling for 80. So that works as a dopamine. Fine. From 25th of May onwards, you are in a position for which exam? Mains, game on. Fine. Mains game, you will be chin up. Shoulder will be not down, face will be not like this. You will be like this. Fine. Because you are margin ahead. You do not look for what? मेरे को नहीं देखना kiwi. I do not want to see the key. मैंने देखे ऐसे students भी. They call, they will meet. Till then I was in Delhi. They come and they meet. Now they call. Sir, how to go for the mains? Two students, they're already IRS. They called, sir, this year I'm writing, so I need an assistance for both GS and optional PSIR. I said, okay. So have you checked it? नहीं सर जरूरत नहीं है. अच्छा तो अप्रोक्सीमेट कितना होगा सर? 110 के आसपास होगा. मतलब कितना? 110. मतलब convincingly, they have not checked any answer key. They are convincingly saying that कि सर 110 क्रॉस है. तो भाई ये होता है कॉन्फिडेंस. Fine. And it is not something unachievable because I was not talking to myself or not talking to the ghost. I was talking to the person who is having 206 or 208. कितनी बोन्स होती बॉडी में? हाँ, उनके पास भी 206 है. सेम बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर है, सब कुछ वही है जो कि आपके अंदर है. बस you are lagging in the confidence. They are having more confidence because they were disciplined, they were dedicated, they are consistent, and that is why they are able to cross 110. किया लोगों ने क्रॉस. ठीक है, तो आप भी कर सकते हो. बट लास्ट थिंग फॉर दिस सेशन इज कंसिस्टेंसी, discipline. Hard work will always added, but consistency and discipline, go for this program. Fine, you will get the success in the prelims as well as mains, and I will be very happy here. Fine, I will be very happy once you are going to be in the list. The most beautiful moment for me is to see your name in the list. आप imagine नहीं कर सकते हो कि what kind of the pleasure I get when I see the name of a person in any list. कोई भी success हो, there are the students who got selected in the SSC, who got selected in the bank PO. In all my teaching career from 2012-13 onwards, 13 years of teaching, I have seen the student selected in the constable exam, in the UPSC exam, assistant commandant exam, bank examination, and the joy is something at next level. So I'll do with the passion and I'll remain committed for the entire mentorship program with this commitment. What I expect from you, sheer hard work with consistency and discipline, get your success. Be focused, don't do any nonsense. Be like a remote on and off. No nonsense. I have did enough analysis for you of the prelims exam. Enough analysis for the mains examination. किसी से बात करने की जरूरत नहीं है. No need to discuss with anyone कि what should be the trend analysis. No need to attend any session. कोई जरूरत नहीं है. No need to go for any session. No need to discuss. I will do what is being taught in my 2-3 classes. I will do mains analysis. I will do the prelims analysis in the same way, and I will start executing. There is no perfect plan. Fine, there is always an executable plan. So execute the plan. Some minor here and there will be there, and through this journey we will always supporting you. ठीक है, ये करना है. So by this I am winding the session. Be prepared for the test. For polity test, schedule on what time, what date? No. In mentorship program, 7th test is schedule. So give this polity test, first test of the polity. For full length test of the polity, I will do a micro analysis of GS polity mains examination before the full length test in the mentorship program. So in the mentorship program, before the full length test, I will do a micro analysis of the GS polity mains so that you will get a good glimpse before appearing in the full length test. Okay, thank you. Online students, any question? Combined Defense Services, CDS, Combined Defense Services. Jitendra. Sir, any information from when PSIR orientation for the mock? Next week. Next we'll do that. Dinesh, just drop a message to the institute. They will send you the schedule of the mentorship program. Or you can drop your email ID here. Fine. They will send you the schedule. I'll ask them, they will send you the schedule. Thank you, Emma. All right. So I am leaving the session. For any query, what you can do, shall we prepare the optional with the mentorship program parallelly? Yes, you can go for it. Is it work out for upcoming CAPF exam on July 19th? See, July 19th is too tight. So for July 19th, completely focus on your preparation on PYQs. Target the PYQs. Take the PYQs as a rigorous, very rigorous, and it is going to helpful for you. I will not say Lakshmikant is enough. Lakshmikant plus current need to be added. Happy work environment to you also, to everyone. Sir, could you please make sure of uploading this session on YouTube? Yes, of course, I'll ensure. Sir, can you have session on how to use synopsis after the test? Yes, I will have. Rohit, sorry, I forget to call you. Sorry. I'll call you today. Sir, can you refer any book for ethics? Ethics, like lexicon is good book, but again, lexicon is not enough. It is good book, but it is not enough. Lexicon you can use along with some notes. Because lexicon is a little bit lengthy, so you should follow lexicon only when you have a sufficient time. Means if you have a good amount of time, then you can follow it. Sir, how we can combine for the other exams? See, first set the UPSC, then add other things. Then other things, what you are going to, like for example, you are going to have an RB exam. So what you need to do, for example, if you have an RB exam or any other exam, so this is my UPSC, fine. And whatever, like for example, CAPF. So this area is for CAPF and this area is common with the UPSC. So I will follow what model? I will follow this model. What I will do, I will remain on UPSC exam. When the other exam is about to approach, last 2 months are left. For example, in July, CAPF exam is there. So June and July, I will dedicate it for the CAPF, and remaining time, I will remain focused on this exam. So thank you so much for everyone. Thank you. Sir, do you provide raw answers framework like how to approach? Yes. This is the main thing in the answers which I am going to focus. how to approach, what is the question's purpose, why they have asked this question, what they are expecting from you, and how to draft your answer. And the key parts of the draft will be given in the model answer. So model answer will be followed, means model answer will be there, have a prefix. So question, how the model answer you are going to get. Question, after question, questions analysis, draft, and then final answer. CSB, CSB Academy Official. CSB Academy Official is our YouTube channel. From there, you can get. Yes, YouTube video will be there. So does 1 month is sufficient for preparation of the entire subject for beginner? No, 1 month is not sufficient. No. This is only for general studies. Optional, we do have of anthropology and political science. So in general studies, this is for general studies. For optional, I'm going to have separate mentorship program. I'll guide that program. So I will do have a session, separate session for PSIR very soon next week. For PSIR optional, I do have. Sir, can we cope up with the schedule provided? Yes. If any issue will be there, we will help you. How to cope up with the schedule? PSIR course or mentorship program. Course is going to start from 4th week of the June. Somewhere approximate 24th of June, we are going to start the classroom program. And at the same time, the mentorship program will also start. How to CDS? Yes, you can appear in the CDS. How to analyze the paper after the writing the test? Based on your feedback. How feedback you are going to get. So on the basis of feedback, if you are going to appear in 2027, optional must be finished by December, maximum December, if you are going to appear next year. Course are like, okay. I promise that I will take, today I have taken the prelim session. Today's session was for prelim session. Self-study, what you need to do. Self-study, that portion, NCERT portion, notes and reading book. So if you are doing the self-study, you cannot have the notes. You have to rely on NCERT and the reference book, and you have to make your own notes. This is the thing which you have to add. 1 month schedule which is allotted for the each subject, how we can manage to complete, to understand entire subject for the beginner. See, for a beginner, have you did any classes somewhere? First, clarify what do you mean by a beginner? Beginner means you have did your classes, or you are planning to do your classes, or you are going to do on your own. This is what I'm saying. There is nothing like a parallel preparation. There is nothing like a parallel preparation. Your schedule of your preparation should be perfectly aligned with the schedule which we have given. So the schedule which we have given, you are going to follow, then might be you are going to overshoot. We are giving 1 month, maybe in certain areas, you are going to take 1 month, 10 days, 1 month, 15 days. Fine. That is going to be adjusted. That is not going to be the big issue. Fine. Why? Because after February in the schedule, you will find that all those subjects are going to be repeat. Full length test is going to be there. So that can be adjusted. That can be adjusted. You should not worry. If possible, if you are able to come to the institute, then come to the institute, have a discussion with me, or try to call the institute, connect with me, I'll discuss with you. So this is not something which cannot be solved. It can be solved easily. If your classes is done, you can do in the 1 month. It is doable. If your classes are already completed, it is doable in 1 month for every subject. It is doable. But still have a doubt, then let me know. तुम लोग क्या कर रही है?
This week is we are not prepared.
Huh?
But this week's test, June 7.
There is nothing like underprepared. Don't say this nonsense to me. There is nothing like underprepared. How you can say that you are underprepared without attempting the question paper? Attempt the question paper, solve the question paper on the basis of performance in the question paper. Then you are going to say this underprepared. For past 1 year, how many questions paper you have attempted?
Daily, every week.
Then how you can say that you are underprepared? This is nonsense. You can't say this, you are underprepared. You should be fully prepared. Okay, that is not acceptable kind of an argument. You are underprepared. There is nothing like underprepared. Write the test on the given date, do the performance analysis, and adjust your performance according to, means adjust your preparation according to the performance of the first test. So all of you who are listening me, there is nothing like you are underprepared. You are always prepared for the test. Write the test, see the performance, identify those areas where you are lagging, work on it, improve it. So there is nothing like a under preparation for the test. You should always ready for the test, and on the basis of the performance in the test, then be ready for the next test. Reference book for internal security, not able to recall right now, but I'll do one thing. You just drop a WhatsApp message to the institute. Fine. I will find the name. I will recall the name. I'll send it to you. If you are a student, you can meet. Fine. If you are not student, means if you are willing to join, you just let me know, means through the message. I will let you know both topic. As of right now, I'm not able to recall the book, but I will help you in this. So drop a message to the institute on WhatsApp. Just mention that key I have attended the Rahul sir's session and I just want to know internal security and society book from the sir. Kindly convey this message to the sir. So I will give you this. Okay, don't worry. Sandhya, no need to be get tensed. Fine. If you want to discuss, you can come and discuss with me. I'll help you in that. Fine, I'll help you in that. No need to worry about this. All right. Chalo, I am winding up. Okay, how to start answer writing? How to start answer writing? Have you attended yesterday's session? If you have attended yesterday's session, watch that session properly. You will get to know that I have discussed this thing in the wide detailed manner when to start answer writing. So attend yesterday's session. They will upload in the YouTube. I'll ask them to upload the YouTube session. Watch that session. I have detailed way how to start, when to start, what to start, each and everything I have discussed there. Okay, in the detail. Right? Chalo. Thank you very much for joining my session. See you soon again.